Tonight on Newsbeat, a popular politician enters a crowded Senate race. One pro league is giving rookies a chance in the ring. And a local business celebrates 90 years of operation. All this and more, Tuesday Newsbeat starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Tuesday Newsbeat. I'm Jaden Cotton.
And I'm Danielle Rancifer. We begin tonight with news from the Crown Plaza here in Baton Rouge, where Congresswoman Julia Letlow announced she is running for Louisiana Senate. This comes after President Donald Trump announced he would endorse Letlow for the Senate on social media.
Letlow enters a crowded Republican primary here in Louisiana with incumbent Senator Bill Cassidy and Treasurer John Fleming. The primary is set for May 16th.
LSU cheer and dance teams all placed in the top 5 after competing in UDA Nationals in Orlando. The Tiger Girl finished in second with both jazz and hip-hop routines. LSU cheer finished 4th in their competition under new head coach Dalton Stanley.
We kind of understood of having fun. When you have fun, you're confident, and when you're confident, you hit. So especially going into game day and like hitting that new PR in like at LSU and having that 4th place and not being 5th or lower, it just kind of stood out to us, and we're like, we really can be that next team up.
You can see and support the cheer team and the Tiger Girls at most LSU sporting events.
To celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day and honor his legacy, a nonprofit organization set up a community service day right here in Baton Rouge. Reporter Chancellor Anderson has more.
Over the weekend, the Walls Project hosted its annual MLK Fest. What started as just a one-day event quickly turned into a weekend filled with community service. The Walls Project is a nonprofit organization that aims to uplift communities and get rid of societal walls.
We're here celebrating Martin Luther King, who we know he dealt with service. And so it's important for us to give back and still serve.
From 9 to 3, volunteers showed up to add some color to the Baton Rouge landscape and clean up the surrounding area. But this event was more than just keeping up with Baton Rouge. It reflected his values of freedom and bringing the community together.
At the end of the day, MLK is one of the people who made freedom so possible for us. And by freedom, I can also connect this with chances because of the fact you have many chances you can get. And with MLK and what he did, you can achieve those chances that comes your way.
Volunteers were able to grab gloves, a vest, and a trash bag to help pick up litter around the block. This is all an effort to beautify the communities that are often overlooked.
MLK Fest has been just a wonderful way to bring the Baton Rouge community together, to do more art, and also to just get the community together to do cleanups. One of the things I really love this year is our elder home refreshes. We're going to different homes that just need another coat of paint, and we're refreshing their gardens and just making the neighborhood a more beautiful place.
The Walls Project plans on hosting an even bigger event to celebrate their 10th year of service. They work out of Louisiana, Texas, and Colorado, focusing on disrupting poverty and giving everyone equal opportunities. Reporting for Tiger TV, I'm Chancellor Anderson.
If you're looking to get involved in community events such as MLK Fest, the Walls Project hosts give-back events throughout the year in Baton Rouge.
Now, you know, Jaden, being from the Midwest, I do love the cold, but this is a little much even for me.
I totally agree. I hope it doesn't stay like this for long.
Well, our weather correspondent Cassidy Trepanier is in studio to answer just that. Cassidy?
Unfortunately, we do have a cold front coming later on this weekend, but before we get into that, let's talk about tomorrow's weather. Earlier in the morning, we will see temperatures in those lower 40s start to creep up into those lower 50s, eventually getting into those 60s. Our high will be 64 tomorrow, and we're expected to see some PM showers, so be on the lookout for that in your area. Now, the sunset will happen at 5:31 p.m., and those temperatures will start to go back down with that low of 40. Back to you, Jaden, at the desk.
Thank you, Cassidy. The city of Baton Rouge is well known for their music, history, and most importantly, their food.
Delpitt's Chicken Shack just celebrated 90 years in the business and solidified its status as the oldest restaurant in the capital city. Reporter Isaiah Kirkland stopped by the local landmark for the full story.
If you ask about Louisiana fried chicken, a certain establishment is usually the first to come to mind. But this Baton Rouge staple has more than 30 years on the chain. with no signs of slowing down.
Thank you.
The Chicken Shack was started in 1935 by Thomas Delpit, initially under the name Suburban Ice Cream Parlor, with a capital of just 35 cents.
I understand that was back in the days when a handshake meant a lot, and he and the realtor shook hands on it, 35 cents down, and the deal went from there.
2 years later, Tommy swapped the scoops and cones for thighs and sides. And 90 years later, Delpit's is a cornerstone in the community.
All right, appreciate you, man.
Thomas's son, Joseph, was born into the business, literally, in the back of the original shotgun home location.
That's right, we call him Chicken Shack Joe.
Joseph took over in 1959 and not only furthered the family business, but cemented the family name, becoming the first black councilman in Baton Rouge and later serving as state rep. The Baton Rouge legend stayed true to his community, providing meals for families in need, no questions asked.
It instilled in me to don't ever forget your customers. Always give back to the community because they're the people that got us in business.
Community is still the most important, with a two-piece meal for just $2.25 every Tuesday. As the Chicken Shack inches closer and closer to 100 years in the business, it's in great hands with the next generation of Delpits.
Just really listening to everybody's stories coming up to you. Your grandfather's a great man, your dad, your uncle, they some good people. And just seeing the smiles that they put on people's faces through the years, it kind of instills a different type of drive. And
if you're in Baton Rouge and in the mood for some knuckle-sucking good chicken, be sure to stop by the Chicken Shack, either on Acadian or Pawtucket. For Tiger TV, I'm Isaiah Kirkland.
Be sure to stop by the Chicken Shack at their Acadian or Pawtucket locations as the establishment makes their way to 100 years. And next up on Newsbeat, Cassidy Trepanier will take a look at the rainy days ahead.
And later on, an art gallery is letting people think fashion forward. Don't go anywhere.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
The freedom to live in safety. That's an American dream.
There's nothing like celebrating a big play. But now, we're celebrating something bigger than sports.
Love, you're mine.
Love?
You're mine.
You're training your mind as much as you're training your body.
For me, just stay grounded. Be with the people who make my mental health better and not worse.
So when you see us hit this, it's a reminder to
love.
You're mine.
Welcome back. Before I get into our 7-day, let's take a look at these rain chances. On Wednesday and Thursday, we're expected to see a 50% chance of rain. Now, Friday, we'll see that rain more towards the evening, nighttime, and that will go up into about 60%. Saturday will be an 80% chance of rain all day, and on Sunday, rain is going back down into the 40%, but let's look at that rain that's coming in that 7-day. So like I said, on tomorrow, it will be a pretty partly cloudy day with some PM showers, and as we look more, we'll see that going into Thursday with that partly cloudy weather during the day with that high of 66 and that low of 52. Now Friday through Sunday is where we really want to pay attention to, with those showers being on Friday. Showers are more sporadic, whereas rain, like I say, on Saturday is more throughout, and it will be continuous with that high of 48 and 39. Now Sunday is where we really want to pay attention, because we do see rain and some freezing rain, because that is where that cold front coming in on Saturday will affect that rain going into Sunday with that high of 40 and that low of 26. Monday will be a mostly sunny day, and Tuesday will also be a pretty sunny day, with those highs being in the upper 40s to lower 30s. That's all I have for your weather forecast, but next at 5, one salon in Baton Rouge is making themselves stand out. More on that after this.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
The freedom to live in safety. That's an American dream.
There's nothing like celebrating a big play. But now, we're celebrating something bigger than sports.
Love, you're mine.
Love?
You're mine.
You're training your mind as much as you're training your body.
For me, just stay grounded. Be with the people who make my mental health better and not worse.
So when you see us hit this, it's a reminder to
Love.
You're mine.
Welcome back. Well, when it comes to haircuts and styling, Baton Rouge residents have no shortage of options.
But one local business is standing out for its growth and community impact. I went out to the salon that is being buzzed about across the capital region. What began as a goal is now a growing business right here in Baton Rouge. Located on Goodwood Boulevard, Eggy Salon Studios opened in 2020 and quickly gained a reputation for exceptional service and personalized styles.
Got started in the industry in 2014 when I went to school, and I have just always had a passion for this industry. It's one of the best industries to work in, and so I really just had this dream and vision to create an atmosphere for people to come in and do what they love.
In 2022, Gibbs' passion took on a deeper meaning after she was approached by the Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center to work with post-chemotherapy clients.
Instead of them just feeling like they have to grow their hair out and be in these awkward phases and not feeling good about themselves, when they sit in my chair, it's how do we create a style that looks intentional, that's something that they ask for, that makes them feel good when they walk out of the salon.
To lead by example, Gibbs even shaved her own hair, showing clients how to rebuild and grow their hair from scratch.
I actually shaved my head so that I could start teaching them how to grow it out and really understand what they go through during that whole process. So it started as that, and now we help over 100+ women every year.
Gibbs reaches far beyond Baton Rouge, using social media to educate and consult more than 500,000 followers.
Come in, come spend a day with us, shadow around, and if you feel like this could be your next home, we would love to take you in and take you on part of our team.
With 3 locations already open, she's now preparing to launch her own hair care line later this year. For Tiger TV, I'm Jaden Cotton. For personalized care and the perfect stylist match, visit Eggy Salon at studio.com.
Well, for many, a new year means new hobbies are being discovered, and Baton Rouge has the perfect resources. In conjunction with the Baton Rouge Gallery's annual Surreal Salon, the Goodwill Library has put on a 2-part event for surrealism art, allowing attendees to make their own costumes for their January 28th showcase.
The library's collaboration with the Baton Rouge Gallery brings surrealism out and into a hands-on setting, where community members are encouraged to create, experiment, and imagine together.
We're partnering with the library to kind of do a workshop event for people to put their costumes together, crowdsource different pieces for costumes, workshop imagination. For that one night every year, we have essentially an exhibition of 60+ works that becomes hundreds of works by virtue of all the costumes.
This allows people of all ages and backgrounds to come together to make art, get creative, and share a smile.
His resolution is to make the brain work more. And since I retired a couple of years ago, you can only exercise so much. And so the exercising is good, but I need to do some creative things.
The different skill levels, unique materials, and backgrounds make for unique pieces all over, letting their creativity overflow the library.
Treasure trove, all of these different things on the tables. It feels like you just going through and you find these diamonds or things, and then you get ideas and it sparks your creativity, and it's just a joy.
And such a joy it is to watch Baton Rouge continue to foster the community through creativity and expression. For Tiger TV, I'm Abigail Randall.
While the workshop may be over, you still have time to go and see all of the creations.
You can view the public showcase at the Baton Rouge Gallery on January 28th. Coming up, one pro league is fighting for charity. More after this.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
The freedom to live in safety. That's an American dream.
There's nothing like celebrating a big play. But now, we're celebrating something bigger than sports.
Love, you're mine.
Love?
You're mine.
You're training your mind as much as you're training your body.
For me, just stay grounded. Be with the people who make my mental health better and not worse.
So when you see us hit this, it's a reminder to
love.
You're mine.
Pro Wrestling 225 is a local Louisiana-based wrestling company whose mission is to host shows to benefit charities while providing a place for wrestlers to debut their craft. Behind every takedown and every pin is hours of training, discipline, and determination. Wrestlers from all over the South come here to showcase grit, perseverance, and hard work that goes far beyond just wrestling.
They've run all the way from, started in Plaquemine, Louisiana. We run right here in Houma, is really great city that welcomes us with open arms. We also run in Denham Springs. We've done shows in Texas and Mississippi.
Those who are wrestling fans or just looking to support a local company can visit ProWrestling225.com for tickets. Well, that's tonight's Newsbeat. To stay up to date on all things LSU news and sports, follow our social media at LSU Tiger TV.
And tune in to our live broadcast every Monday through Thursday at 5. Until next time, I'm Jaden Cotton.
And I'm Danielle Ransford. Have a great night.